What's up, guys, and welcome to TNT Beauty. I'm Nisi, and today I'll be sharing some tips and products with you that I use to treat strawberry skin and razor burn. So you might be wondering, what is strawberry skin in the first place? So strawberry skin are those little bumps you get on your legs, and it's basically like kind of blackheads, and they kind of resemble the seeds of strawberries, which is why it's called strawberry skin. It's not cute, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with. I have a certain area on my legs where if I don't shave properly, if I'm not using these tips that I talk about, I'm prone to razor bumps in that one area, and nobody's got time for that. So I'm going to tell you what I do to keep those problems at bay. So the first thing is the most basic thing. You want to make sure that you are using a really good shaving cream and really good razors. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I first started shaving, I used those awful pink Bic razors, and oh my gosh, I can just feel my legs burning just thinking about it. Like, it would give you razor burn, you'd have nicks all over your legs. If your razor's doing that to you, you've got the wrong razor. Spend a little bit extra, and your legs will thank you, or whatever you're using the razors to shave. Anyways, but yeah, so these razors are the Skintimate razors. They've got 4 blades. You always want to look for a good moisture strip. I mean, like, the first time you use a good razor, it should feel like an abundance of moisture. It's almost kind of, but if you use it a few more times, it kind of balances out. But that's the most basic thing you do. If you don't do anything else, then use a good razor. And the first time you use it and it starts to feel a little bit dull, throw it away and get another one, because using a dull razor will just definitely add bacteria and make you have even more of a problem than what you may have started with. So the next product I'm going to discuss is another hair removal product. It's the Nair. This is actually face cream, but I gave my big thing of Nair away to my sister. But this is good for if you just have certain spots. Like, sometimes I just have certain spots. Put the cream on the spots, and it's going to go in deeper than what you could do through shaving. It's going to go below the surface and kind of unclog those pores to help you get rid of the razor bumps. So I highly recommend that. I've tried it and it works. If you want to be extra, you can go get yourself some laser hair removal. Now, I don't go and get it. I give it to myself, and I use the Me system that's powered by Elos. I use it once a week. Well, okay, so when I started, I was using it once a week, and you're supposed to do that for at least, I think, 8 weeks, and I did that, and after those 8 weeks, I did slack off. Now I'll do it about every 2 weeks. Now, it has not completely gotten rid of my hair, but it definitely grows back slower, and it grows back noticeably thinner, which is good. There are certain spots on my arms and legs where it doesn't seem like the hair is growing back, but I can definitely not say that it's gotten rid of all my hair, if that makes sense. So I will continue to use it, and hopefully I will continue to see more and more results. I think the best you can hope for with this system is 90% hair reduction, and I would love that. Because if you don't have the hair in the first place, you're not going to have these problems with razor bumps and strawberry legs. Moving on, we're going to talk about dry brushing. And this is a dry brush. If you haven't heard of dry brushing, I encourage you to do your research. So basically what dry brushing is where you take your brush, you don't put anything on your skin, dry brushing, and you take long strokes. Okay, this is how you do it on the arms. You do the same thing on your legs. You do this for 5 minutes a day, and when you do that consistently, it's supposed to, of course, be exfoliating. It's a physical exfoliator. It's also supposed to be good for your lymphatic system. It's supposed to be really good for that. Stimulates stimulates, what am I trying to say? Circulation. Oh, stimulates circulation, and then it's also good for reducing cellulite. And as we get older and older, we can use all the help we can get. I can, and so it's not just good for one thing. Like I said, it's good for what we're talking about, but it has additional health benefits. So I highly recommend dry brushing. This is the Eco Tools dry brush. I paid like $6 for this at Walmart, and I really like it. After I use it, I'll go in with my alcohol spray and just spray it, set it off to the side, and I do this before I get in the shower. So the next product is another exfoliator. This is the Grown Alchemist Intensive Body Exfoliant. Now, I actually haven't used this. I just went through my Tree Hut scrub, but exfoliating in the shower, I like to use a nice oil-based exfoliator if I've got it. I'm not afraid of something that's very grainy. It doesn't bother me, but that's just helping remove the dead skin cells, and that's helping the skin to be less likely to develop ingrown hairs. And it's going to smooth out the texture so that you're less likely to have that strawberry skin. Now, you do need to do this consistently if you want to see the results, but I can say that I have, and I recommend it. So the final two products that I'm going to talk about are really for moisture. First is my favorite. You guys know I love coconut oil. It's just amazing in so many ways. And for this purpose, it's no exception. I go through this stuff like you wouldn't believe. I've actually got a 30-pound container of coconut oil in my office. But yeah, I'll talk about that later. But anyways, I like to use this coconut oil in two different ways. So on days where I'm going to be shaving my legs or my arms, if I have an area that's kind of bothering me, I'll, kind of treat the area with coconut oil beforehand. Like I said, I use a shaving cream, but, this just adds a little extra moisture. I don't have to apply it to the whole leg because I know I'm going to do that after I get out of the shower. But any trouble areas, they get a little bit of coconut oil before we get into the shower. And then after I shower or take a bath, I always go in with my moisturizer and seal that in with coconut oil. I mean, it's just like magic. Speaking of magic, my last product that I'm going to talk about is the Best Life Handmade Cocoa and Shea Whipped Body Butter. And I obviously make this. I used to have an Etsy shop, and now I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't even have that Etsy shop anymore. But if you can get your hands on some good body butter, some good homemade stuff without all the fluff and preservatives, I highly recommend it. For this, I just made this yesterday. I used coconut oil, shea butter, vitamin E, olive oil, glycerin, basically everything, every oil and butter that I had just laying around my house. The best version of this is when I add lavender essential oil. There is something about lavender that my skin just loves. To me, that's like the number one product that I've used to get rid of ingrown hairs. I mean, it's just odd. But like I said, I didn't have any lavender. I need to get some more. The Cocoa Shea lavender. I mean, and you can make your own. That's the beauty of it. And I will link that video, the tutorial. I will link that so you can click on that and see how to make your own. Like I said, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help, and I'm telling you what worked for me. So, yeah, guys, that's it. That was my tips and products for achieving nice, smooth, summer-ready legs, okay? Because we all want to look and feel our best. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see me and my sister Tiff break down all things beauty, then don't forget to subscribe. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you soon.